きんのかよ。
またでかいの上がりましたよ。
本当だ、
武器を捨てろ。イカズチのごとく合図を待て。ヒーロー剣山頭突き大火山おろしいくよ。超必殺は響け格のね。動く呼吸を整えよう。動け頭突きジャスティス。
So we're about to jump in a taxi and on our way there. Okay, here's our ride. We're on our way to an area which is called Jelutong.
じゃあ行くよ。武器を捨てろ。投降しろ。イカズチのごとくカウント。はー頭突きはーやー行くよ。突撃どよめく進学カードもっと早くもっと強くそりゃはジャスティス行くよ。突撃
That's the name of the burger. We got here a little bit early. It is about 5:45 p.m. I don't think he opens till 6 p.m., so we're here just before he opens. It's actually maybe we can get our order in, because I was reading that some people wait for 45 minutes or even up to 2 hours to get their burger here. Wait in line to get their burger, as he does so many orders and probably gets a lot of takeaway orders.
じゃあ行くよ。最後の警告だ。イカズチのごとくカウント。これは必要な頭突きジャスティスくらえかまヒーロー剣山ドーンジャスティス分け山の地動くな。呼吸を整えよう。動けかまはードーン。
You've been open since 19. My grandmother. Your grandmother. Wow. So you are the third generation. That is incredible. That's so cool. So cool. Third generation burger maker in Penang. Oh, yes, I got one burger. One double burger, which is a double.
じゃあ行くよ。最後の警告だ。もっと早くもっと強く頭突き行くよ。突撃投降しろ。武器を捨てろ。イカズチのごとくカウント。どりゃどよめく進学かジャスティスくらえダイビングヒップ。
He's open now. I think that's the opening song.
Nice. 動くな。もっと早くもっと強く法の裁きを打つ。はっドーンジャスティス頭突きくらえ行くよ。ジャスティスセイ
Small little mountain on top of your bun, bottom bun. sauce looks like a mayonnaise now goes on. That swirl. And the toppings keep on coming. Oh, crispy. What is that one?
この同点
Oh, peanuts. Nice. Okay. Okay, a little bit of peanuts go on top.
同点につい
At the beginning, before he opens, he has to do a lot of prep work to get all the buns prepared, to get all the burger patties prepared, cooked up before they start assembling everything. Oh, this one is a crunchy. Oh, okay, the fried crunchy. Oh, that's right out of the deep fryer. It gets a smash. Oh, nice. Smashed fried chicken burger. Excellent. That's something we ordered as well. Oh, the egg. Oh, the egg swirl. Yes. Oh, he does that swirl right out of the shell. Oh, now is when the action is getting good. The thing is, like, you have to have a really big bun for the amount of sauces and toppings, and then it's just kind of plastered in. Look at that. Whoa, it's just like stuck together, almost glued together with the amount of sauces. Let's check it out on the inside. Oh, they've got the whole envelope of egg, which the burger is nestled in between, along with more sauces, with more cheese, with all that seasoning. Oh yeah. Oh, that is saucy. That is as saucy as you can imagine. The flavor of the beef patty has a nice flavor to it. I love the egg that's been griddle fried, the crunch of the cabbage, the oozy white and red and orange sauces. The sweetness of the bun. Oh, it's very tasty. That is sloppy. As sloppy as a burger can get, without a doubt. So I hope to keep your fingers or your face clean. Upon first bite, you'll just be almost covered and submerged in sauce. But what a combination. It's a little bit spicy, it's salty, it's creamy, it's tangy. Basically every flavor on your taste bud is caressed with this burger. I'm gonna try to get into the interiors of the burger. It's almost engineeringly impossible how he's able to construct this burger, and it still holds apart. Even though you saw how many sauces are within this burger, it's impressive. Like, it's unbelievable how it's able to actually hold together. Oh, and I got a bite of the potato in that bite. I almost forgot about the potatoes. The potatoes almost gotten drowned and lost within the burger, but I detected it. Okay, let's try the next burger. I think it's the mixed burger. Oh, the sauce is oozing. Oh, yes. Oh, it's totally. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. When you open the package, it's just smashed down. It's warm. You gotta do a full 360 rotation on this. There's just nothing quite like a Ramley burger. Look at that. Oh, the double chicken and beef. I don't know if anything can prepare you for the double. It's massive and it's fully, talk about fully loaded. It's sweet and sour, and actually, that sauce, at first it's not spicy, but as you keep on eating, one of the sauces is a little bit spicy, and it starts to just kind of tingle your tongue a little bit. Not really like a really strong spiciness, but just an easy spiciness that just kind of coats all of your mouth as you keep on eating the burger, partway through your burger. There you can taste the difference between the beef and the chicken burger, and you've got all that salad and the cabbage. Sauce, the white sauce, the red sauce, the green sauce, the yellow sauce, the cheese, it's all somewhere in there. The actual beef is quite nice, it tastes fresh, and it then also tastes spiced a little bit as well. One of the soggiest, sauciest
星と深淵を目指せ
in your life.
ようこそ冒険者協会へ
Well, I agree.
無事今日の 襲われなくなった
射的に体が動いたんだ。かわいそうなことをしてしまった。怖かったな。俺は怖かったんだよ。フリーレン。こいつはすごいことだ。俺の弟子はとんでもない戦士になる。
響け格のない察知。武器を捨てろ。呼吸を整えよう。カウント。ダイビングヒップ。ジャスティス。頭突き。ジャスティス。
Hi there, welcome to the Athletic FC podcast. I'm Adam Leventhal. After signing Wolves' Matheus Cunha for £62.5 million, Manchester United have made an opening bid of £55 million to sign Brian Mbeumo from Brentford. So, with no European football, how are United still drawing the big names? And are they at risk of breaching PSR after their lowest top division finish since 1974? Well, joining me today, we have the Athletics Manchester United writers Carl Anker and Mark Critchley. It is great to see you both. Carl, let me start with you. We'll come on to how this...
まだ終わってない誕生以来、あと何件あったっけ？一つ、二つ、そんな多くないみたいだし、明日から本気出そっと。まあ多少はモラになるはず。さっさとしまってこ。
Look at all these athletes who failed. Look how revered and legendary you become if you were the one to fix things. And it seems that that pitch is working. Or the talk of the fabled Manchester United project seems to have some sort of appeal. I'm not sure if I was a 24-year-old football player with both my knees still working, I'm sure it doesn't work for me. But hey, if it's working for certain individuals, why not?
Chris, let me come on to you. Many clubs do this. United are going to stagger their transfer spending in instalments over the years. They have still on a tab £300 million worth of money that they owe for players that are on their books. Didn't Sir Jim Ratcliffe say something about going bust by Christmas if there weren't cost-cutting measures, and now they're scheduled to spend £100 million on two players? Make this make sense?
I'll try my best. I've been trying to make sense of this all week, and I think I've just about managed it. So what I always come back to with this is, so I was talking to somebody in football last night, at the same time. And to come back to United, we did a story this week about United's PSR situation, myself and my colleague Chris Weatherspoon, where we found out that the accounts which serve the basis of their PSR calculation of the Premier League are from a company called Red Football Limited. Now people will be aware that United have lost a lot of money over the last 5 years. I think it's something like 300 odd million, but that figure comes from the PLC company, which is listed in New York on the New York Stock Exchange. If you look at Red Football Limited, which is listed in the UK, then it's a much smaller loss, essentially, especially last season. I think you're talking PLC level, and it's more like 36 million for Red Football Limited. That's because essentially one of the main things was the costs that were associated with Sir Jim Ratcliffe's transaction last year, but his minority investment, they weren't included in Red Football Limited, so they were essentially left out of the United's PSR calculation. That means they have a lot more room than a lot of us thought beforehand, and a lot of us have been talking about for the last year, 18 months, right? The other thing is cash. Cash is really critical, and that is what Ratcliffe was talking about in our interview when he said we could have gone bust by Christmas if, hypothetically, if we hadn't taken action and gone through the cost measures that we put through. It's also, in that interview as well, he said, as you mentioned there, we've got the right to check for £89 million this summer for Anthony, Sancho, Casemiro, Højlund, Onana, players who are already at the club. It's that cash pressure which has been the reason, the limiting factor, if you like, on United's transfer business. And you even see that in these moves, right? I know everybody's looked at Cunha this week, they've looked at the Mbumo interest, so how are United affording this? We know from the Cunha negotiation that United wanted to pay that in 5 instalments and spread that out because they want to spread the cash out this summer and do as much business as they can now rather than spending it immediately.
It's an Xbox. It's an ROG Ally. It's the Xbox ROG Ally X. And there's a lot to unpack here because this is loaded with things that I have never seen before. For starters, this is my very first hands-on with the AMD Ryzen Z2 Extreme, a Zen 5 16CU mobile gaming monster, if my first impressions are anything to go by. It's also the first time a third-party PC has ever borne the Xbox name. And even bigger, yes, and even those two other things, this is the first time that the Xbox team has been given the power to dive under the hood and fundamentally alter the gaming experience on Windows. I'm talking Xbox team code right into the Windows branch. Like, your PC boots directly to an Xbox full screen UI that brings together all your favorite games across Game Pass, Windows, and, yes, even leading third-party app stores. Not only that, but the Xbox team was given the power to trim the fat, so to speak, meaning that in the new gaming UI, non-essential processes, even the Windows desktop are simply not loaded, which frees up substantial system resources. They're quoting 2 gigabytes of RAM savings now and have made it very clear that they're not done.
断罪の名に
この件はわかるかい？さあ、みんながそばにいて。
火の用心はぁ荒れ狂う世界に眠る宝よ
Thousands of realistically modeled aircraft, helicopters, tanks, warships, and more. Jump in for free using our link in the video description.
Let's kick things off with the elephant in the room. The big, kind of funky looking elephant in the room. This is not a slim, sleek console like the Nintendo Switch 2. But that decision was made for a number of very good reasons. See, the goal from the Xbox team is to take the Xbox controller experience and translate that to a handheld PC. That means large, contoured grips, full-sized analog sticks, a subtly angled to improve neck ergonomics, and in the X version, impulse triggers like we first saw with the Xbox One. I assumed Microsoft wouldn't provide competing devices at this first look, so I brought a whole backpack of them, and the most obvious one is, of course, the original Ally. The interface is extremely similar, with only the rounded-shaped Xbox button really being added by comparison. This is used to access the game, which raises an interesting question. What's the armory crate button here for then? I don't know. I've asked if maybe it could be a reconfigurable macro button going forward. I got a firm maybe on that. Realistically, a lot of things are still up in the air on this. The back is completely different and really shows how much ASUS, probably with some help from the Microsoft team, has learned about ergonomics over the last couple of years. Even though this is a heavy device, very much like the Ally X, which at least managed to leave the corners, it feels like
花火の材料はあらへんかな。
the angled screen. Honestly, I hate it, but I completely forgot about it when I was using it, and it just feels natural. Of course, ASUS isn't the only ones who makes handheld PCs, and some makers feel that ergonomics were important right from the get-go. So how's it compared to the Steam Deck? Obviously, the middle section is way bigger, and it's noticeably heavier. But from a packability standpoint, it's actually less wide, and you do get the benefit of larger face buttons, though you lose the touchpads that many Steam Deck users really love. As for the Switch 2, I had intended to talk more about this comparison, but it's clear from looking at them that these are entirely different classes of device, and the customer for one is simply not going to be the customer for the other, I think. Bottom line, while the weight might be a turnoff for some, I think they nailed the ergonomics on this, though ironically, it actually feels a little closer to the curves of the DualSense than it does to the Xbox controller. Not that I'm saying that's a bad thing. Now, I mentioned there are two versions of the Xbox Ally, and there are enough differences between them that you will not want to accidentally buy the wrong one. From the outside, the X version is black versus white, with impulse triggers and an upgraded Thunderbolt-compatible USB 4 port next to the regular USB 3.2 Gen 2. This port allows the use of powerful external GPUs, but that's about it. Across both, we get the same I/O that will be familiar to owners of previous generation Allies, with a volume rocker, UHS-2 microSD card, 3.5mm combo jack, and a power button with Windows Hello fingerprint reading. No biggie so far then.
Inaudível.
These are very, very different beasts. The Xbox Ally X features a cutting-edge AMD Ryzen Z2 Extreme processor with 3 Zen 5 and 5 Zen 5C cores, 24 gigs of lightning-fast 8,000 megatransfers per second LPDDR5 storage, and a whopping 80-watt battery. The Xbox Ally Non-X does not have all of those things. And while it is a little lighter at least, it's not even smaller, and particularly disappointing to me was the inclusion of an updated tool version of AMD's Ryzen Z2A processor, which from early leaks appears to be very similar to the Zen 2-based Aerith processor from the original Steam Deck, which was announced 4 years ago. And to be clear, these are both current gen machines in other ways. They both use 80mm M.2 SSDs for easier upgrades. They both got Wi-Fi 6E, and they both have a reasonably speedy 65-watt charger. But the Non-X is weaker by enough that Microsoft explicitly positioned as a 720p gaming console, which makes one of the other similarities between the two devices kind of unexpected. The screen is the same between both models, and actually, for that matter, the same as previous versions of the Ally. 1080p, 120Hz for FreeSync premium variable refresh rate, and 500 nits peak. So, I guess on this one, you're either going to figure out a lower resolution or AMD's FSR upscaling in order to reach native. In either case, it's an okay display. It's good enough that I still daily drive an Ally, but it is not on par with the eye-popping HDR, instantaneous response times, or incredible low brightness night gaming comfort of the Steam Deck OLED. One of my first questions then was, with such different hardware across the product family, how is Xbox going to manage gamers' expectations and work with publishers to optimize the experience? The answer to this is a little complex, but it is worth hearing because it gives us tremendous insight into Microsoft's vision for this device and for Xbox more broadly. Like Valve, Microsoft is
Derece ripo. 今関わるならもう日のがなんてそんなわがままがないんだよるけどなそれでもどこか練りなもん求めているものがある黒ロックスターエリエンダキングはGori di kata loka Itu dekat gitu cuma jalan coba
はわかるかい？
答えなさい。
Kita ada barang lagi nak unbox ni. Lagi. Alright. Oh my god, tak sabar ni. Dia berdeguk buat macam tu. This item. Ini ialah invoice, so ya, untuk dulu. So, buat baik, je tu. Oh, dah boleh. Flat ke? It is okay, it is okay. Wow, dia balik memang happy dah. Tak rosak benda ni kami. Mana opening dia? Boleh, tiap boleh. Boleh jumpa, Mat. Oh, yes. Wow. Wow, really good. The packaging is good, very very nice. Kita, okay, ni lah Insta360 S Pro 2. Dapat 2 bateri, so yes, this is nice. Aku memang, honestly, yeah, heads up lah. Aku pernah ada Insta360 S4, kamera 360, aku jual dia. Barang gila aku nak jual tu sebab aku suka gila kamera tu, very nice quality. Aku tengok live footage walaupun aku tak suka sebab dia banyak semaja. Aku tak tahu. Kita review, kita unbox ni. Yes. Okay, so macam sekarang Insta360 ni, dia aku beli ni sebab dia ada low light performance yang lumayan baik. Just aku banyak record on low light, and yes, dia ada 8K. Ya, power aku tak tahu lah 8K, tapi aku tengok footage ni memang cantik gila macam low light. So yes, I'm going to open this. And yes, dia ada Leica lah, aku tak tahu Leica ni benda ni. Ni buka. Oh my god, the kotak is very premium. I like the kotak lah. Very I don't know what is it. Oh yes, here's the camera. Okay, nampak tak boleh. Jadi dia kulit release mana? Oh ni? Dia ada pula dekat dalam tu. Oh, it's very nice. Okay, kau kena tekan ni. Yes, kau kena tekan ni, tepi ni untuk buka dia. It's very nice. Boleh lah, dia rotate lah. Quite heavy actually, very heavy. Ada bateri. Dia setengah dah pakai macam ni semua. Oh, okay. Stop it. Open lagi. Fix the thing semua. Bro, seriously? Kita sebelum ni. Okay, ya, dia boleh setengah bateri. Very nice. Very nice. Bagi semua barang ni. Bagi isi kajian, cable. What is this? Gasket. Gasket lah. What is this? Not sure what is it. Okay, you need to watch the instruction. Ini untuk underwater, okay, faham? Oh. Okay, that is nice. But aku harap sangat dia mana tahu screw aku. Yeah, actually sorry, this is not GoPro Insta 360S Pro. Sorry. You get a bunch of stickers, nice. Now, I'm going to read that. I'm not sure what is this. What the hell is this? Open this. Very hefty, very heavy. So yeah, that's is it. Think, I like the heavy one. Yeah, it's very okay. Okay, okay. Let's put all that together. So aku tengah connect sekarang ni. Oh, okay. Wow, dia putih. Okay. kata aku perlukan SD card. So yes, let's try to put the sticker in here. I'm not sure where is it.
Saya tu sekejap lah tu tengah suami dia game mancing tapi si mati. Cakap tu dalam sini tak nak aja. Ayah pergi sini betul. Kita pun nak ayah ajak memang. Kalau ayah ajak tu saya memang tolak. Memang saya akan apa dia ni?
Oh, shit, I forgot to turn off the stream. My bad, guys. My bad.